Bigbossjock, day 87 of the protest, episode 55 of the radio show. My 750. The one only God, right here inside. Allah, Father in heaven. I do say thank you. He's who helps me do the rhyme. Saying thank you to our one only God, Father in heaven, Allah. Radio, Rebelde. Siguiendo con día 87 del protesto. Episodio 55 del radio show. Del Rey no fue un Biscayne. All entro a mí, nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor. Yo digo, gracias a nuestro Señor por acompañarme, ayudándome a hacer la rima. Huele como la marimba. No sé, alguien tiene su carro. Ajá, no sé quién. Uno de los. Próximamente 8 carros que ya pasó. Una nariz, ya sabe que es sabido. El dueño de la nariz. Yo conozco el olor oloroso, la marimba olorosa, la hierba, marihuana, mi querida amiga, casi siempre está conmigo. Yo voy a decir en ese momento, no hay nada a mi persona, no tengo mi bolsillo, no tengo ni en el auto. No. Yo ando obedeciendo las leyes. Interesante. Tienen su tabla, ¿cómo se llama? Skateboard. No sé. That looks nice. Long bed. 68, 69. I haven't seen a grill. Somewhere between 68 and 72. Chevy. Don't believe it was the Jimmy. Could have been, though. Yeah, all the same. I didn't remember it. And the tailgate saying so. Another day. See the Franz truck over there is at Hans. Franz. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Also, I think she's funny also. It's as she's biting her bottom lip, trying not to laugh at the sign I'm holding that says I was sodomized. Many people find that funny. I've noticed this. It's part of being a sexual assault victim. African Americans. After you struggle to claim that territory, this is what Yank Sam has planned. Speaking right to you, African American. You went for what the 6 corporations is promoting to you. You, the African American community. If you use logic thinking, you would realize that the Caucasian establishment, when they are thinking of you, the African American community, they aren't thinking to better your lives. They, the Caucasian establishment, which are the proprietors of the 6 corporations. But yet, you've allowed yourselves to be led by the Caucasian establishment, putting forth a man of your I'll call it hue. There are an array of colors in a rainbow. This is what has already been prepared for legislative-wise, and you people are aware because your guru, and I'm only speaking to you, African-American community, I'm speaking to all the Yankees, what Barry passed on New Year's Eve, indefinite arrest and indefinite detention by the Yankee military of the Yankee citizen. Do you understand what that means? Let's put that into practical application. You're driving home, and I'm speaking to you, African American. No, you already went and claimed a territory, and you're fighting as hard as you can. What you don't realize is the game, and it's going to be called a war, but it's kind of like the Second Great Recession, tying it to the Great Depression, forgetting about the recession of the 80s. It's all a play on words, and what's going to happen is you're going to be termed with a revolution. You will not reach liberation. You will not liberate yourselves because the game has been set. It's rigged. You follow the Caucasian establishment. You will further their needs, not your own. So what will happen is the Yankee who stays right now, we'll term it Donald's group. They face indefinite arrest and indefinite detention because African Americans will follow Barry, and most likely are going to hoist that flag at Sacramento. That's why I see the code being given. Brex exit, Cal exit. Right at the same time Barry was leaving, Donald makes a statement. Barry makes his the same day. As a former head of state, he makes a statement the way they should be made. Donald, he plays bozo. It's all scripted. When you fight African Americans, because what you don't realize, your group will not have the might. The mightiest military in all the land that spends the same amount as the next 20 in line, depends on the year. Their whole budget, military budgets, Yankee Sam spends in theirs as the next 20 countries combined. And sometimes they'll say 14. We'll look at the numbers and we'll look at the years. Point being, they're going to unleash that, and the Caucasian establishment, is going to unleash the death machine. Let loose on you, African American community. And what you were encouraged to do during Baltimore and also Ferguson, when you get out there and do it once more, and that's riot, it will no longer be called exercising your civil rights, nor will you any longer be admired. And when you act atrociously, because you will, and you'll be having provocateurs among your community out there in the street, encouraging, and it won't be misbehavior, it'll be atrocious. And when atrocious behavior happens, that's also when atrocities occur. Meaning egregious offenses on both sides. Now, what's by design, because you people are out there, when you do go out into the street, you'll be out there for race, out of hate. And that's why you'll be fighting. Fuels, one hand does the other. I said it once, H-A-A-T. Evil. Anyone who hates is filling themselves with evil. Our Father in heaven, He is about love. The opposite of that word. So, when you get out there, African American community, try to stay with me, and I'll try to keep going forward. We're going to walk into this trap together, and it's going to go snap. And what's going to happen is you're going to be accused of being a traitor because you will turn your back on the Yankee USA. Donald, in his 17 minutes, line by line, took the title USA from the African American community. This is by design. The words by Donald were scripted by psychiatrists who worked for the DIA, CIA. Because you will have turned your back on your country, on your homeland, there's special laws that state if you participate in terrorism, your citizenship can, and more than likely, especially in this case, will be revoked. This is why the legislation exists. So, when all of a sudden you find yourself in squander and misery, you ever heard of the roundup? That's what Yankee Sam plans on doing. Rounding you, the African American community, up. Because you will have tried, you will have determined necessary to exclude yourselves. By doing so, you're exclusive. Now you're surrounded. Time for the roundup. You chose it all yourselves. No, you didn't. It was scripted for you. Yes, you did, but you were subliminally programmed to choose, make the choice you did. Now, you're going to learn a new word, one that Yankee Sam doesn't put in the news, the mainstream doesn't use. They taught you immigrant. They taught you this word, and you aligned yourself, African American community, with the immigrant. What's the definition of an immigrant? As someone who comes from another land, their origin country is not the one that they are temporarily or might even become permanently a citizen, well, the one that they're in. So, African American, what you've done is by tying yourself to the immigrant, and you're going to fight together. I need a beat. You see where I'm going? You're going to migrate. Because what's going to happen is Yankee Sam's death machine that a foreign, we're talking established, been collecting an arsenal for years and years, countries. Yankee Sam goes down and takes them out. You are not, and I'm not just saying because they can go to another country and achieve this. Barry's going to present to you that he has the funding. He's a deceiver. Deceivers? No, he has the 6 corporations presenting this story to you. You're going to find yourself at the immigration office looking to prolong tourist visa. Oh, what did you get on arrival? 30 days or was it 60? You found a country to allow you in for 6 months, but it can only be re-upped once a year, meaning the first time you got there. You can't re-it up. Not until the next year. So where are you going to go for 6 months? Now you have a choice. Well, your money ran out. You didn't have any in the first place. So now you need to be a refugee. Refugees live in misery along with squander. Usually it's squander and then misery. You will visit temporarily the refugee camp. Well, that will become your permanent address. Yankee Sam will have purged their territory of you, the African American community, because you will have chose that for yourselves by following the guru, Barry, presented by the Caucasian establishment. Something to think about, African American community. I know about being a migrant, an immigrant also. Bigbossjock signing off momentarily. My 750. I want only God right here inside. He's who helps me do the rhyme. And I do say thank you. Thank you to our Allah, Father in heaven. Soy yo, el gran jefe. Al entro a mí nuestro único Dios, nuestro Señor. Y yo digo gracias a nuestro Señor por acompañarme, ayudarme a hacer la rima aquí con el ritmo. Es un show. En mi opinión, es algo especial. Y yo digo gracias a nuestro Señor. Firmando fuera.